The following is a Broncos Broadcast Network production.
Welcome to the Broncos News Network. In the special Thanksgiving week episode, I'm Elias, and these are the stories for this week. We take a look at some of our unsung heroes at Davenport High School. We will take a look at some of our electives offered at DHS, including culinary and our orchestra program. BBN News begins now. One of the many challenges of a school the size of Davenport High School is keeping the school clean. Moses Soto has a look at what our custodial staff does day in and day out of DHS to make it look as good as it did last year when we opened.
I'm Moses, and I'm at Davenport High School. Davenport High School was built just a year ago, and the school looks just as clean as it first opened.
We have 2 daytime custodians, and then we have 10 at night. I think our school's very clean. I think our custodians take a lot of pride in what they do here on the campus. If everybody could just help them out by picking up trash periodically. We have way too many flower beds. We have one custodian who does nothing but outside work during the day. Then the other custodian during the day does all of our cleanup inside. We have a couple of custodians who their only job at night is to do bathrooms and keep our bathrooms clean, and then each custodian is assigned to each area within the campus at night.
I'll say the school is pretty clean in the sense that it doesn't have a lot of garbage. I barely see any garbage around the school. I'll say 10 out of 10.
Keeping this school clean is a top priority for Davenport High School. It's been Moses, signing off.
A big shout out and congratulations to the cast of A Midsummer Night's Dream, who put on their first performances last week on Thursday, November 17th and Friday, November 18th. Much like casts who participate in A Midsummer Night's Dream, orchestra is another fine art elective offered at Davenport High School. 11 of our orchestra students received a rating of superior from the adjudicators at the Solo and Ensemble MPA held at Lake Region High School. A big congratulations to Juliana Sabogal, Zara Ramirez, Linz Noel, Sofia Orval, Tarico Scatterfield, Mallory Jesse, Imara Camacho, Patrick Anderson, Olivia Hogman-Gear, Melanie Freites, and Sabrina Cecil. Earlier this month, Mallory Jesse passed a statewide audition and earned a spot in the 2023 Florida All-State Orchestra. She will represent DHS when she performs in Tampa in January. Now let's take a closer look at our orchestra.
An orchestra for me has been, it's like family. It's in the sense of getting to live who I am and what I like to do, what I love to do. And it's hard. It's just one of those feelings that's really hard to, get out there.
Orchestra to me has always been about togetherness, really. Like, ever since 4th grade, when I started playing, I remember I didn't really have any purpose or like any drive to do anything that I really wanted to do. But then once I finally got to be like together with that group of people that I've stayed with for a very long time, it's really helped me hunker down on like what I want to do with my life, and it helped me find my purpose, basically.
Being in this class has taught me a lot of things, especially Mr. Cleveland. I can say that he's also a friend and a teacher to me because he's very patient with me and very patient with all the things like whether I want to do it or not. So like over the years, he's been my orchestra teacher for 4 years now, ever since freshman year in high school. And over these 4 courses, he's like taught me so many things to get better. Like he's very, very much like a teacher-friend relationship type because he's very kind. He's very helpful. He will never leave you in the dust. Like if you want like a perfect orchestra teacher, then he got you.
It's definitely been a challenge, but one that I've definitely liked going through. I'm excited to come to this class every single day. It's different than my class last year where it was only 4 kids and the teacher. So jumping from just that small group, I think it was better that I got that one-on-one kind of with Mr. Cleveland. He is the best teacher I've ever had in my 12 years. This is something I really enjoy, and I'm really glad that I got to experience in my last 2 years of high school. I hope this is something I can continue way beyond that.
On Thursday, December 15th, from 6 until 8 p.m., Davenport High School will have its first ever Title I Family Game Night. Scan the QR code on your screen now to RSVP by December 8th. Your entire family is invited, and a 3-course meal will be provided. Speaking of 3-course meals, Nick Federico catches up with Chef Pina to learn about updates to our culinary program here at DHS.
Hello, this is Nick Federico here to talk about the culinary program with the start of an interview with Chef Pina. And what are your thoughts on the culinary program this year?
Well, we are still at the beginning of the year, but everyone is doing well. The culinary ones are practicing their knife skills and so far doing an amazing job.
Do you think there's any major changes from this year and last year?
I think that, because I have culinary 2s and 3s that I've had before, I think that people are working together as teams better because they're familiar with each other and they know what the expectations are of the program.
I heard during the hurricane that there was an ant infestation. How did that go?
Okay, so water brought out ants. It was unexpected, but we got it taken care of very quickly. We did lose a little product, and also because we lost power, we had to throw away a lot of stuff in our cooler and our freezer.
Sorry to hear that. So what are you planning to do next week for your class?
Next week, okay, so my culinary ones are still going to be working on their knife skills, and they're going to use the vegetables that they cut to make a fried rice. I'm not sure what my advanced classes are doing yet. I haven't gotten that far in my planning.
And do you have any further comments that you would want for anyone that's interested in culinary to hear?
I'd like them to know that it is a great class. It is not a Betty Crocker make cookies class. We teach classical French foundational cooking. 2s and 3s are expected to prepare for Serve Safe, so students really need to be focused in learning everything about sanitation and safety.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
We've been learning knife skills. We've been learning how to read recipes and the chopping and the dicing and all that stuff. And also we've been baking and cooking. I really like our culinary program. I feel like it's helping, since I'm a culinary 1, it's helping me, introducing me to cooking and a bunch of stuff. And I feel like Chef Pina, she's a great chef to be doing it. She's, really experienced and knows what she's doing, so I like the class. Done a good job so far.
This is Nick Federico.
Just a reminder, students, that once we do return from Thanksgiving break, after-school tutoring will begin Monday through Thursday from 2:15 until 3:15. And students must provide their own transportation back home after tutoring ends. While most students take courses like driver's ed in high school to learn how to drive a motorized vehicle and get their driver's license, there are some students who are learning to drive a tractor as a part of the ag courses here offered at DHS. Janelis has more.
Is agriculture. We do everything, several different classes we offer, but take, for example, foundations. That's like the intro to ag, so we do everything from plant science, animal science, mechanics, tractor driving, a little bit of everything in agriculture.
Cool. I like when one time, yesterday, we were driving a tractor.
It's very diverse, there's unique people, unique, things to do. Who drives a tractor in any other school?
This is the tractor that the students are learning to drive in the agriculture building.
I found the school, my parents were building our new house, and I was in ag and FFA and stuff, and I had my steer out there, and right when they're opening it, the professor that was coming down was driving by, stopped to talk about the contractor, and then he saw the steer. We just got talking, and he's the one who told me. So that's how I went there.
This has been Jannalise, signing off from BBN News.
When we return to the special Thanksgiving Day episode of BBN News, we will take a look at ways Davenport High School is helping to bridge communication gaps with our American Sign Language program. Stay tuned. While many families today enjoy exchanging conversations with friends, families, and loved ones during their Thanksgiving feast, there are many who are not able to fully participate as they are hard of hearing or unable to communicate in traditional ways. One elective here at DHS helps to break that communication barrier. Here's Divad taking a look at our American Sign Language program, which is the first and only offered in Polk County.
I teach American Sign Language, you guys, clearly, if you haven't found that out. But I do ASL here at Davenport High School. I teach five sections of ASL, one, and I also teach one class that's for music learners, okay? And it's been super fun. I love it. It's great here at Davenport. It's a great school. I love all these kids. They're awesome, so.
That's really nice. So what really got you into teaching ASL?
Well, I guess the teaching part kind of came in later, but I love and fell in love with working with students that were deaf or hard of hearing and using ASL. So I loved working with that, as well as the immersive culture that deaf and hard of hearing culture is, deaf culture, if you take my class. So I just loved it. It's a beautiful language too, very visual, you know, and I knew growing up that I didn't want to take Spanish. I'm currently fluent in Korean and learning a little bit of Japanese, so konnichiwa minasan is so hard. But yeah, it's great. And then I wanted to learn ASL because I'm also a musician, so I wanted to sign and to, you know, do musical things with ASL too.
Okay, so you mentioned musical learners. Can you go more in depth about that?
Yes, so I teach a music class, World of Music, or exceptional music learners. So I work with students with all abilities, more like special need learners, and I teach them music. So they're able to participate in a music class, and we're actually putting on a concert pretty soon. So you guys will have to come back and check on and see how we're doing. So, but it's like an immersive class, and I have like leaders, seniors in that class as well, and they help me with leadership skills, and they teach and work with all students and to continue to be immersed, because it's always great to be immersed with any type of learner, because we're always uncomfortable if we don't know something. So I want all my class and my students to feel okay, and to be okay to feel uncomfortable sometimes, that it's okay, you know.
Well, thank you, Mr. Pocket, for your time.
On Wednesday, December 14th, DHS juniors and seniors can tour Florida's Polytechnic University in Lakeland. Students with a GPA greater than 2.5 are encouraged to meet with Ms. Gambrell Mercado in room 01-142 to register. This is only open to the first 50 eligible students, so do not delay. Now on to our teacher spotlight for this week, where we learn more about our DHS boys golf coach and history teacher, Mr. Schiffbauer.
Mr. Schiffbauer is a teacher here at Davenport High School, and today we are going to interview him on his experiences at teaching at this school.
What I enjoy most about teaching is probably getting to interact with students of all different backgrounds, guys, girls, students who are brand new to the United States and kids who have grown up here in Florida. Love the diversity of the school, guys, girls, students who are brand new to the United States and kids who have grown up here in Florida. Love the diversity of the school. I love the students themselves who come and actually want to learn. That's always positive. And even the ones who maybe show up to my class and are like, oh, I just want to get through, just get the passing grade and move on. I look at it as a challenge to try to get them involved and get them at least tolerating the subject. They don't always have to love it, but I want them to at least enjoy it, get something out of it that they can take forward with them after high school.
Although his experiences here have been mostly positive, there's still been some ups and downs.
Worst thing I think a student's ever done is probably last year when I had a there was a little bit of an altercation in one of my classes between two kids who just had some beef. I don't know if you guys even say beef anymore, but just had some beef, and that was a little rough to kind of separate them. But everything was good. For the most part, I got great kids. I can't really complain much.
And here we have Jaden, Mr. Schiffbauer's student aide, on her thoughts on helping Mr. Schiffbauer teach.
He's a really chill teacher to work with. I enjoy working with him. I'm glad I'm able to be his student aide because I do work for him. I cleaned his desk because it was a mess, but it was pretty easy, and I enjoy being in there.
My name is Joseph Diaz, and thank you for watching.
If you weren't already aware, next year the school will be opening a DHS thrift store. The official name will be disclosed at the start of next year. Here's David with more information on the thrift store.
The Davenport High School thrift store will open up in January of 2023, and the purpose behind the store is to be able to create a communal environment where students can shop and donate apparel, accessories, or anything that they think will be interesting for other students to have. Also, it'll serve a dual purpose of assisting those students that are truly in need, since the store will run accepting not only cash but also PBIS points. It's going to be on the 3rd floor in room 325, adjacent to the PBIS store, which is going to be in room 323.
Yeah, I think it will help other people, because like other people can't have like other things that they want that they see in the thrift store, and then next you know they need it because they don't have anything at home to wear, and they all have this like small stuff that doesn't fit them, and then they need the stuff that fits them, so they don't kind of look weird.
Miss Ramos's new thrift store will offer new opportunities to cheaper alternatives to modern clothing, and it could provide an opportunity and motivation for the students here at DHS to earn more PBIS points to buy some new stuff at the thrift store.
Thank you for joining us for this week's special Gobble Gobble Bronco News. I'm Elias, and we'll see you next time.